I am with you now, and I am speaking directly to you because I do not want you to be afraid. I saw what you did not see, and I heard what you could not hear. A man walked into a bank wearing your name like a mask, carrying papers that looked like yours, repeating details that sounded like your story, attempting to move something that was not his to move. He believed that because he practiced in shadows, he could own what does not belong to him. He believed that because he learned your rhythm, he could take your melody. But I am the one who wrote your name before any paper existed, and I am the one who guards the melody I gave you. This message is just for you, and I am asking you to open your heart and let it settle deep within you. Don't try to skip this. I am here to protect you, to strengthen you, and to guide you step by step. You are not in danger because darkness is powerful. You are in a moment that exposes how powerful my light is when it enters a place that thought it was safe for lies. The person who pretended to be you believed that the door would stay open because they studied how you breathe. But a door whose hinges I forged does not open to a thief. I am the keeper of the threshold, and I have stationed watchers where you could not be present. I do not send this message to frighten you or torment you with suspicion. I send it to awaken you and to anchor you in my peace so you can walk wisely. The counterfeit was bold, but the original is brighter. I call you original. Your identity is not a card, not a number, not a signature that can be traced and copied. Your identity is my breath in your lungs. Your identity is the name I carved into the palm of my hand. Your identity is the story I declared over you when I formed you, and no camera, no computer, no hurried signature can erase what I wrote. The enemy of your soul loves to drape himself in borrowed clothing and speak with a borrowed voice. He always thinks the light will be late to the bank. But I was already there before he chose the tie, before he printed the paper, before he rehearsed his lines. I was the eye in the ceiling he didn't recognize. I was the weight in his chest when the pen trembled. I was the sudden interruption he will call coincidence, because he cannot admit he faced a wall that I built. I am telling you this so you will be vigilant without becoming suspicious of everyone, so you will walk calmly without being naive, so you will be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove. Close the windows that are meant to be closed and open the windows I am pointing at now. Guard what must be guarded. Do not share what should be kept in the quiet place with me until I release it. If you feel a nudge to change a pin, do it. If you feel a nudge to secure an account, do it. If you feel a nudge to gather your papers and place them in order, do it. These are not movements of fear, these are steps of stewardship. There is a difference between running from shadows and standing in the door with a lamp. You have asked me, why do I feel watched? It is not your imagination, it is your discernment. I have sharpened it because I am teaching you how to recognize voices. Some voices will sound like concern, but they are hungry for information. Some hands will reach with generosity, but they are testing the lock. You will not become hard, but you will become precise. You will not become cold, but you will learn the temperature of truth. Even in your kindness, you will carry a boundary, and your boundary will be like glass, clear to see through yet firm to the touch. What is holy is still holy. What is yours is still yours. I am with you in the way you hold the key. There are details about you that were overheard and repeated carelessly. Not everyone who sat at your table came for bread, some came to count crumbs. Do not grieve over the crumbs, bread is still bread, and you do not lack bread with me. I will teach you to serve portions in seasons. I will show you how to cover what must be covered without hiding who you are. You will be bold and gentle, and the two will not collide inside you. You will make fewer announcements and live with deeper assurance. The river of your life is moving forward, and I am the current. I saw the illegal thing before it tried to become legal ink. I interrupted what could have quietly moved out of sight. The thief hoped to leave behind paper with your name and a trail that would point to you. But the trail will turn and point to truth because I am truth. Where a signature was planned, I loosened the fingers. Where a stamp was expected, I placed a question. Where the process was supposed to slide, I added a hand that asks again. The pause that you couldn't conjure, I created. The hesitation that felt like a glitch, I designed. It is not luck, it is mercy standing on your behalf. My mercy wears armor when it must. Do not look over your shoulder in dread, look over your shoulder to notice goodness and mercy following you. Goodness is not naive, and mercy is not weak. They are both strong, and they are both committed to you. Your name has weight in heaven, and nothing that pretends to be you can carry that same weight without breaking under it. The counterfeit looks brave until the light stands directly over it. Then it squints, shrinks, and melts into what it truly is, an empty shell with loud intentions and no breath. I am handing you a map for this moment. First, breathe. Second, listen. Third, stand. Fourth, act with the calm I provide. When guidance rises in your spirit, move in that guidance, not in panic. Do not agree with fear, because agreeing with fear is signing a contract I did not draft. Agree with me. Agree with peace. Agree with clarity. When you speak, your yes will be yes, and your no will be no. You will not over-explain to be believed. You will tell the truth because truth is your home, not your alibi. There is someone nearby who will feign shock when this matter is mentioned and then ask questions that are too precise for a simple conversation. Hear my whisper when it comes and let discretion cover you. You do not need to accuse, you need to be anchored. You do not need to sniff the air for betrayal, you need to be rooted in my voice. I am your defense, and I have begun to work for you in rooms you will never enter. I have moved the hands of those who review. I have heightened the eyes of those who verify. I have made your name glow differently than the name they used. I know the difference between the living and the copy. I breathed life into you. I do not breathe life into a lie. You have wondered why certain interruptions delayed you recently, why appointments shifted, why a document misplaced itself and then returned. Those were not random moments. I adjusted your pace so your feet would be in the right place at the right time. I lined up the call you will receive with the calm I am setting in your heart now. When you respond, you will be articulate without being defensive, firm without being hard, gentle without being passive. Your composure will be a testimony. The person on the other side will sense it, and it will influence their choices. I am the God who goes before you in the tone of your voice. I know the ache that rises when trust is touched. You ask, what did I do to draw this? You did not invite trouble by being good. Trouble hates goodness because goodness exposes its emptiness. Do not take ownership of the thief's hunger. Do not partner with shame. Shame is a false invoice with your name at the top and a debt you never incurred. I am stamping it null. I am restoring what was threatened, and I am adding wisdom that stays after the restoration is finished. The wisdom I give you will not make you suspicious, it will make you settled. Your peace will not be easily stolen again. I am strengthening your discernment regarding offers that appear in moments like these. There will be voices promising quick solutions, sudden favors, and secret shortcuts. If you feel the hook behind the honey, do not taste it. If you sense haste without clarity, do not go. My solutions carry light in every paragraph and peace in every sentence. The help I send sits upright, it doesn't slouch behind fine print. I will put straight-backed help in front of you. Look for the posture of peace. Look for the transparency of truth. You will see it. Listen to me, I am not only protecting your accounts, I am protecting your account, your life ledger, your heart story, your purpose balance. I am setting a new alert inside you that will sound when something touches what is yours. This alert will not produce panic, it will produce prayer and action. You will no longer feel scattered in emergencies because I am training your spirit to move like a well-practiced hand, steady, sure, deliberate. The scattered one is the thief. He runs because he cannot stand still under the light. You will not run. You will stand and then step when I say step. I am placing angels near thresholds that matter. Doors you enter, pages you sign, rooms you consider, conversations you hold in your mouth like water you are not sure if you should swallow. At each of these thresholds, my presence waits with you. Ask me a simple question in that pause, is this mine? And I will answer in your spirit with weight or with release. If it is yours, you will feel a quiet strength. If it is not, you will feel a gentle restraint. You are learning this language quickly because I am close to you in it. You will see my kindness even in the way memories loosen. There are memories that kept teaching you to apologize for existing, and I am washing those memories. There are stories you repeated about being careless, about always missing something obvious, about always being the last to know. Those stories were not humility, they were heavy garments that never fit. I am clothing you differently. You will still be kind, but you will also be exact. You will still be generous, but you will measure your yes with wisdom. The right people will recognize this shift and honor it. The wrong people will complain that you have changed. You have, and that is good. I am not finished revealing the difference between the original and the counterfeit. What the thief hoped to take, I will multiply under your stewardship. What he hoped to stamp, I will seal with my own seal. I will use this to tutor you in dominion, the quiet dominion of one who knows where they stand and whose name they carry. Dominion is not loud, it is steady. Dominion does not perform for cameras, it does not need an audience to be real. You will move with a holy steadiness now. There will be a moment when you feel the urge to retaliate with words, to expose with a shout. Bring that urge to me first. Let me decide how the story is told. I am just, and I am merciful, and I am wise in the order I choose. Some things I expose with a single sudden light. Some things I dissolve like fog when the day grows warm, leaving the landscape clear without a storm. Do not assume silence is surrender. Often it is strategy. Watch me. Walk with me. I will tell you which is which. I want you to notice the small kindnesses I place along your path while all of this resolves. A door that opens without effort. A message that arrives with timely information you did not ask for. A friend who says, "I'm thinking of you," without knowing why. These are not distractions, they are confirmations. They tell you that I am not only working in the problem, I am lifting your head so you do not live inside the problem. You were never meant to shrink down to the size of a transaction. You are a whole person with a whole calling, and I guard that calling. The fear that tells you the future is now contaminated is lying. Your future is not a file that can be corrupted by a stranger. Your future is a covenant I hold. I wrote it with my own hand, and I do not misplace what I write. I will redeem the hours you spent anxious. I will return your focus with interest. I will make you fruitful in the very ground that the enemy tried to label barren. You will not live reactive, you will live responsive. There is a difference, and you will feel it in your bones. I am also using this moment to heal your relationship with provision. Provision is not a cliff you cling to, it is a river you stand beside with me. When you hear the word bank, I do not want your heart to twist with dread. I want your heart to remember that I am your source, and I use many channels. If one channel is touched by debris, I clear it or I open another. You will see how I reroute in wisdom. You will watch what was threatened become a testimony, and you will eat bread baked from flour the thief could not find. I am setting a shield over your name. Not a shield that makes you invisible, but a shield that makes you invulnerable to the specific darts meant to pierce your peace. I am adjusting how your name appears to others. It will carry a fragrance of clarity. People sent to you will recognize it. People sent against you will smell smoke that isn't there and turn away confused. You will not chase them, you will bless them in your heart and continue. The man who wore your name into the bank will face a crossroads he did not plan for. I will put truth in front of him and accountability beside him. I can turn his foot toward repentance if he will allow it, and where repentance appears, I still rejoice. Your heart will be guarded from bitterness even as justice proceeds. I do not need your anger to make things right. I need your agreement to keep you free. Agree with me. Agree with my way. Do not say, "This ruined my day." Say, "This revealed my God." Your day belongs to me. Your night belongs to me. Your sleeping and your waking belong to me. I will give you sleep that is not shallow. I will give you rest that does not shatter at the ring of a phone. When you wake, you will feel strength, not dread. You will open your eyes and sense alignment, not scattered pieces. I am gathering you even where you didn't know you were spread thin. There is a set of keys in your life that needs to be rehung. This is a picture I give you so you will understand. Not every key belongs on the same ring. Some keys open common doors, some keys open holy places. Separate them in your spirit. I will show you which doors are for daily use and which doors are for appointed times. This is not only about buildings or screens, it is about relationships and access and the timing of your words. You will speak less often but more accurately, and your words will do more work with less effort. This is my gift to you now. I am also giving you a new way of remembering. When you look back on this season, you will not remember it as, "At the time they tried to become me," you will remember it as, "At the time I learned what God's hand feels like on the small of my back as He guided me through a crowded room." You will remember my nearness, not the counterfeit's noise. You will remember the sound of peace closing a door softly, not the slam of panic. Memory will obey me, and it will be a meadow, not a minefield. Do not despise the small confirmations. A name you keep seeing, a verse that rises without your searching, a quiet conviction that lands the same way each morning, a timely pause that reroutes your steps by minutes. These are not accidents. I am threading your hours with silver string. When you tug on it with prayer, you will feel me tug back. That is how close I am. I will keep you sensitive without making you skittish. I will keep you alert without making you exhausted. You will be awake and still find rest. This message is just for you, and I am not finished speaking. I am teaching you to host my voice in real situations, to let the practical and the prophetic embrace rather than compete. If I tell you to make a call, make it. If I tell you to wait an hour, wait. If I tell you to gather 2 documents and place them together, do it. If I tell you to change a setting, change it. None of this is about fear, it is about partnership. I am not handing you a sword to swing wildly, I am placing your hand on the handle and guiding the motion. You will marvel at how little force is needed when I direct the angle. In the coming days, you will sense a completion. The swirl around this matter will settle, and a clarity will remain. I will leave you with awareness but not anxiety. You will not walk away looking over your shoulder, you will walk away looking ahead and looking up. A simple joy will return to your tasks. A fresh creativity will rise where focus had been frayed. I redeem not only outcomes but also atmospheres, and I am doing that for you now. Lift your head. Place your hand on your heart. Say this with me in the quiet of your spirit: I am not a copy, I am a child. I am not a number, I am a name. I am not a problem to be solved, I am a person chosen and kept. What belongs to me is held by the one who cannot be robbed. What concerns me is seen by the one who never blinks. What threatens me dissolves under a light that never dims. I am safe, I am guided, I am loved. I bless your steps today. I bless your conversations with steadiness and truth. I bless your decisions with clarity and courage. I bless your boundaries with grace. I bless your rest with depth. I bless your bread with enough and more. I bless your name with peace. Anything written against you will encounter what I wrote for you and bend. Anything spoken to confuse you will meet the tone of heaven in your voice and quiet. The promise I made to keep you is not weak, and the power I use to keep you is not far. I am here. I am not going anywhere. Do not skip this word, let it grow roots. Drink water, breathe slowly, do the next right thing with me. You will watch a plan formed in darkness fall apart in the light, strand by strand, until it is a story you tell with gratitude. The man who walked into a bank with your identity has not walked into your future. Your future is not a lobby with glass walls, it is a garden with living gates, and I am inside it, waving you forward. Come, beloved. Walk with me. I know the way. A man walked into a bank with your identity, and heaven took notice of it. This is not a small thing, and this is why God Himself is speaking to you right now in this message. What you don't see in the physical realm is that in the spiritual realm there has been a theft, a false signature, an attempt to carry your name into a place it does not belong. God says, I saw it. I marked it. I stopped what the enemy tried to do against you. It is not by accident that this word has reached you, because in the last hours there has been a shift, your identity has been under attack, but your identity is also under divine protection. This message is not just symbolic, it is a warning and a revelation. The man who walked into the bank with your identity was not just a human, but also a representation of how darkness has been trying to steal what belongs to you, your finances, your blessings, your relationships, your opportunities. The enemy thinks they can forge your name, stamp it on what is yours, and walk away rich, leaving you in confusion. But God says, I will not allow it. Your name carries weight in heaven, and every false document, every false move, every false claim made under your name is being torn in pieces right now. You may have noticed strange resistance in your life. Money that should flow has been delayed. Opportunities that should open have been locked. Trust you placed in others has been tested. This is not random, it is because someone, somewhere, tried to walk into the bank of life with your identity. But God has placed His angels at the gates. The spiritual bank teller looked up, saw the forgery, and called heaven's alarm. Archangel Michael himself rose with a sword of fire to guard your name, because your identity belongs to God and not to thieves. This message carries urgency because the attempt is recent, and the enemy hoped you would not notice. God says, do not skip this, do not ignore this, because it is for you alone. You are the chosen one who has been under watch, and heaven's records are clear. They tried to take your inheritance, but instead they exposed themselves. They thought your silence meant you were weak, but your silence was simply God's time of preparation. Now, in this very hour, your identity is being restored, your name is being shielded, and your blessings are being transferred back into your rightful account. Every illegal attempt made against you has been recorded in heaven's books. God has stamped each with void. The contracts signed with your stolen identity are being burned in fire. The bags of money they carried out will turn to dust in their hands. The signature they forged will vanish in the light of truth. God is sending angels not only to protect, but also to multiply. What they tried to steal, God is doubling. What they tried to claim, God is restoring to you sevenfold. You will see unexpected money appear, doors suddenly swing open, and names you forgot will suddenly remember you with favor. The enemy's plot is undone. The man who walked into the bank with your identity thought he was unseen, but God says, I saw him walk in, and I will see him walk out empty-handed. You will hear of exposure soon. Something hidden will come to light. Someone close to you may have been part of this deception, but fear not, God says, you will not be destroyed. You will be delivered. A man walked into a bank with your name, your identity, and your shadow. Heaven shook when the report was carried before my throne. I, the Lord your God, have seen the hidden transaction that was never meant for your eyes. They thought you would never know, but I am the revealer of every secret, the one who pulls back the veil. I am speaking this word to you because it concerns you directly, and if you delay, the enemy will use this stolen identity to plant accusations, debts, and shame where none belongs to you. Listen carefully, because this is not a passing warning, it is the unfolding of a trap designed with precision against you. Yet I say, I am the God who breaks traps before they close. A man walked into a bank carrying forged papers that bear your name, but not your spirit. He carried a signature that mimicked yours, but it did not carry the seal of heaven. He carried a false contract, a fraudulent request, and a malicious scheme meant to attach his crime to your destiny. This is why 3 angels have been standing near you in the night, whispering your name, warning you that something illegal has been recorded in your name. Do not skip this, because if you do, you will allow the silence of heaven to feel like abandonment, when in truth I am warning you so you can be protected. The enemy thought he could walk in boldly with your identity, but he forgot that your true identity is hidden in me. He thought the papers of men could override the covenant sealed in blood, but he has made a mistake. You see, while men were watching the teller, while cameras caught the false face, my eyes were upon the deeper reality. His actions were never just physical theft, but spiritual theft. He tried to steal your inheritance, your provision, and your breakthrough. Yet I say, the moment he signed those forged lines, heaven signed a decree against him. Every bank on earth is watched, but every account in heaven is sealed. Do not fear that what was stolen will be lost, for I have already blocked the illegal access. The angel saw the account he tried to touch and shut the system. Even now, there are records being wiped clean, erasing the lies that were written in your name. But child, you must listen, because silence on your part will allow fear to grow, and fear is the door the enemy longs to walk through. This is my message for you. Do not panic, do not collapse, and do not think I have abandoned you. I reveal this now because the matter was brought to the courts of heaven, and I have declared you innocent. Every illegal act done with your identity will not stand, for I am the God who vindicates. Those who tried to bind your name to crime will see their own names chained to the judgment of their actions. You wonder why dreams have been heavy, why sudden shadows have pressed on your chest at night, why your spirit has been restless. It is because in the spirit, this man entered a bank not only of money, but of destiny. He tried to draw out what was never deposited by him. But I am the guardian of your destiny account, and no illegal withdrawal shall be made. Tonight, I dispatch Michael and his hosts. They will stand at the threshold of your house, your finances, your name, and your reputation. They will not allow the accusations to attach themselves to you. I have spoken it, and so it will be. This message is for you and only you. It is not to be shared carelessly, for the enemy would love to mock it. But I say, keep it close, for it is both a warning and a promise. Your name is being cleansed, your inheritance is being secured, and the man who walked into the bank with your identity will not walk out with your blessing. Do not skip this word. Do not let your heart dismiss it as imagination. This is the hand of God pulling you away from a net you did not see. I am protecting you, and you will soon see the proof: letters reversed, accusations silenced, money restored, and your true name shining brighter than the lies spoken against you.